Hello, welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy challenge with Siena. If you like this kind of videos, be sure to like and share this video and to subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. Either way, we've actually got ourselves into the new season. We're understandably, again, predicted to finish bottom of the table, below Udinese, Torino and Verona. All those teams have made transfer bids, transfer dealings. Hell, Pedri's just signed for Juventus, so yeah, that'll be interesting to say the least how this works out. But we've got some stuff happening ourselves. We've made some signings in terms of, well, we've brought in some board members, we've brought in new people. Juventus on a different level, as are Inter Napoli. So the fact we got points of Inter last year is still surprising to me. The fact that AC Milan are predicted Division 4 place also shows maybe we did a good job to get points off them, and Lazio and Roma, all teams in the top 6. But again, we're just going to be very hopeful we don't do anything stupid. I've actually made a new tactic from scratch. I say from scratch. I made a new tactic using some old tactics I used in the past. I wanted to see if we can recycle the ideas, you know? Either way though, we've also brought in some staff members. So let's look at the new staff members we brought in. The first new coach was Danny Vidal, someone who we haven't really brought in before. I've never seen this guy. He's a real person, apparently. So, yes, from Gimnastic di Torragona, Spanish team. He's pretty good as a coach. Isn't 4.5 or 5 stars, unfortunately, but he's very, very productive, and I'm really excited to see what we can do with the coaching side of things. We've improved our training facilities to now be good facilities as well, so someone like this in our team is very productive, to say the least. We've also brought in Stephen Riley, another good coach. He is Scottish. He gives us some extra knowledge of the Scotland, even though we already have it. And he also has some good attacking traits. So very good to bring this kind of person into the team as well. And to be honest with you, some of the people we're bringing in are absolutely amazing. It blows my mind that we're getting some of these people. It really does. We've also managed to bring in this guy, Luis Domonte, as a under-20s manager. He's got the Continental A license, so he's not got all of his coaching licenses, but he's got a resolute personality, which means he could be very productive. Is he the best as an under-20s manager? No. Is he the best as a coach? No. But for what it's worth, for what he brings to the table, he's very, very productive, and I like that about this guy. He's very, very good. And if I can get more and more people like him, then I would 100% do that 100% of the time, because they bring something to the table, and he's good at working with youngsters too. A 15 for that. It's good. It's really good. Yes, he uses a target man, but honestly, that's not the end of the world. So we let out a load of people this window already. We've let Bertieri go out on a free transfer. Mantova was never going to... Well, that was a good offer. I couldn't really turn it down. And he was approached when he was out of contract. And yeah, was never going to be good enough for this division. Makes sense to get rid of him. Marco Mauro, again, out on loan this time to Padova. We've not got a space for him right now with Basilico being the main goalkeeper right now. It makes sense to let this guy go out on loan, really. Brandon Geary's gone out on loan as well. So another player who I thought could do with a loan is this guy. He's got the potential to be a Serie B player only. So whether he can get the game time to help him with that, I don't know. He's actually played a few times for us, 22 times overall for us, but very sporadic, not consistent, and he was on loan the season before as well, so another loan spell could be good for him. Gianluca, remember this guy? He's out on loan as well, so he is someone who needs the game time more than Geary does, honestly. But again, we needed to give him some loan time, and he's got the loan time that he will need, and I don't know if this will help him because he's got 4 years left in his contract, but if he doesn't get any improvements, I might just look to sell him on. I really would. This guy I don't think you've ever heard of. Morbito is out on loan at the same club, Istamir, and yeah, he is unambitious. He's not been great. He's got potential to maybe be a Serie B player at most. So yeah, his contract expires. I think it expires at the end of the season. It does. So his contract expires at the end of the season. This will be a make or break season for him. If he doesn't perform for this team, then well, he's gonna be sacked effectively. I mean, this team's also predicted to finish in 18th, so that doesn't really give him much of a chance, let's be honest. Okay, so one guy I wasn't really planning on letting out go alone, but he got a good offer, was Giuseppe Toma. So, Toronto have got him on loan. He's played on loan before, and he's only come on once. So, this is kind of a good deal. If he gets the game time, I think he can, because he's actually got a full season this time, unlike the season before, where he got just 14 appearances at Alessandria. So yeah, hopefully he gets a good season in. And Taranto are 6th place expected, so he's going to be in a team that's going to be fighting for title potentially or promotion. So I don't see an issue with this move. I really don't. Last player we let out go on loan is Manuel Natale. He wanted a loan move. He's got a loan move, and he's got 2 years left in his contract. Once he gets back next season, I'll have to decide on his future because I don't see him being amazing. He can be good as a striker potentially, and maybe an attacking midfielder if he just decides to perform to the expectations we have of him. But so far, he really hasn't. There's also one more thing to talk about. We are potentially subject of a board takeover. Now, according to this, we are rumored to have a consortium that will replace the group of owners, so not an end of the world kind of thing. I don't see us having any issues, but it'd be nice if we can get more people in as well. We've also got a new affiliate club as well, think about it, but I want to try and get more facilities upgraded, and maybe we can get a new stadium in the future, since apparently our stadium is, well, we need to build it, so we don't own the stadium, so if we get a new stadium... Is it bad? I kind of want to test out this theory if we can get a new stadium or not. Should I test it out? I doubt it'll work, but it'll be interesting to see if we actually get a stadium which actually works on, you know? Let's look at the affiliates that I'm talking about here, because it's actually a different team. And we've got a few now. Takeover Siena was the first team that we had as a junior affiliate, sorry. We then managed to convince our board to get another one, an idea, in January, so I might have forgotten about this one, to be honest with you, to mention this. We've got Badasse still, who's been a year, 2 years now. But then we got this team, SV Rose Grunau. I think I'm saying that incorrectly. Forgive me if I am. But this team has a decent facilities, and unfortunately, because of the fact we get first choice of their team, it's not really helping for us. But they got decent facilities, and I felt that it was a good move to get it. Good training and new facilities. They got better facilities than us in that regards. But we got a better recruitment, so I would like to be able to tinker these deals to make it so we can get players from their academy come to us. I don't know if that'll work due to everything. So let's check this out because I'm curious. Could we get any... I don't think we would. Yeah, it'd be cool if we could get players from their academies, but it'll be a bit convoluted at this point if we can get it to work our way. But we've got some decent teams. Bari are still our senior affiliate, so that'll be interesting. We've also got Sassuolo in the first game of the season in the Coppa Italia, third qualifying round. And we've changed our tactic a little bit. And this is my tactic now. We've gone for 4-2-4 formation. It is kind of reminiscent of what we did to get promoted, but we've got for ball-playing defenders at the back, sweeper keeper on defense, fullback on attack, fullback on support, ball in midfielder, deep line playmaker support, wingers on support, and attack. But we've got a false 9 next to the advanced forward. So whether this will work, I don't know. We could make Oliver a pressing forward, but I kind of like him as an advanced forward because he actually proved himself last year. We're playing the ball out of the fence. We're working the ball into the box. We're playing for set pieces. We're playing for a high tempo as well. And we're going for low crosses, which might not be the smartest ideas. We've actually got the highest... We've got the best heading, apparently, so that's something. But yeah, we're going to throw it long. We're going to distribute to the flanks. We're going to actually distribute the fullbacks. That'd be a better move. Slow the pace down, counter and counter press. We're going to have a much higher line of engagement, but we're going to stand the defensive line, prevent the short goalkeeper distribution, and go more urgent and use offside trap. Now, I'm not going to try and force the people out wide. I'm not going to try and get stuck in because I feel like that doesn't help our case, really. When we're pressing and pressing and pressing, we could do bits and pieces. We want to try to make it so our players have some other instructions, like we want to sit Nauer as well, if we could. And I think it could be very useful. We're going to take fewer risks, dribble less, and shoot less often for Fantozzi. Conte's going to pass it short as well, because we're going to go for a shorter passing game, if we could, every now and again. And pass it short to shoot less often for Bondi. And pass it short to roam from position for Brazzone. And I'm not going to give any instructions for the front two, though. I feel like they don't need the instructions, because I don't want to just get stuck in. We're going to see whether this works. This is literally an experimental game because I think they want us to just be competitive, nothing else. Let's double check that actually, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, be competitive. So if we get beaten in this game, it's not the end of the world. It really wouldn't be. Either way though, let's see what we can do and if we can beat Sassuolo in the cup competition. The first of 2 matches we'll try and do today. Also, Carlucci and Alberti do not like playing next to each other. Carlucci's horrible with people, it seems like. Okay, so we've got an opportunity maybe to get something out of this. This is really the first time I tried to make this tactic my own. I made one last year, it didn't work, which is a bit annoying, but there you go. Here's Bondi on the ball. What can we do with this situation? Just play it around the defender once. Can he do more? Finds Fantozzi. Fantozzi gives us the lead. Okay, maybe this tactic can work, and it might just be against this sort of team, because that's Fantozzi's 20th goal for the club. Second in cup competitions, but we got the opening goal inside the 54 minutes in the game, 55 minutes in. But a good effort from outside the area. We're telling not to take as many risks, but he still can do that. I'm not concerned if he does that. But as things stand, we're going to go through. Alberto is at the throw. He's moved out to the left because he can do that. I could move his inverted wing back, honestly, but I don't feel like I need to. Here he is now, again. Finds Basilico, who can play it forward to Serpi, who's on the pitch now. Here's Barbini. We can just be very cautious, very patient. Not the best ball. Not the best ball. What am I doing? Ripman, Render. I was so calm and collected until that ball was misplaced. That's the issue we have. We misplace these simple balls. And now Iovine. We still can't win in the third quarterfinal of this competition. We really can't. So stupid. So stupid. Ah. They've gone back. They've gone for 3 at the back now. We don't have any wing backs that we can use, but this is frustrating. The keeper's got his fingers to that, but he couldn't keep it out. It's also just too good of an opportunity for them to miss. What happens anyway? Did we go straight to extra time? I think we got extra time. Alright, that's a little annoying. Do we get an extra sub now? That's frustrating that we literally can't do this. Okay, so we're staying for balanced. I'm not sure if we got tired or not, but it feels like we might have been tired out. As with balls like that, it's not going to work, is it? We're going to lose to Sassuolo. Apparently, we're going to be the giant killers if we win this game, which I don't like the idea of, personally. There you go. Render finds Ovine, who got the goal that got them this equalizer, and they've got... Look at the space out wide. What are they doing? Honestly, this is just... That is frustrating. Okay, we changed back to the formation we used last year. So we're going to a 4-2-3-1 formation. Bondi's on the ball. And he's going to cut inside. Plays across. Well, apparently we needed to change back to where we were. That's good. The formation that got us the wins a couple of times last year against Sassuolo has got us an equalizer here. Luigi's 5th goal for the club, his first in the cup competition, and it's his first of the season as well. Bondi with the ball across. It's a very well drilled cross, but you gotta say, a bit frustrating we didn't get this at normal time. We were actually losing this. Alright, we're going to penalties. I don't like this, and I just realized I don't have any good penalty takers in this team right now. Okay. This is a bit interesting, isn't it? My first ever penalty shootout, to my knowledge, so yay! Gonna lose. It's our first penalty shootout. And for Fana scores, so yay for that, I suppose. I'm not liking the fact we actually had to go to penalties against Sassuolo, but okay. I had to change my tactic again. Ovine got 2 goals. Has had a penalty save. Basilico last just saved 2 penalties. If there's one man I can trust to save a penalty, it's him. Malsi will take this penalty. He scores. It's 2-1. It's 2-0. We've got the advantage after 2 penalties so far for us and 1 for them. What can Rossano do? Can he score or would he miss? Saved again. Okay, Basilico has decided to turn around and say, yeah, we don't want to let you in. I don't like the fact you scored against me normal time. I want to do this in my own terms. Fugaza scores. It's 3-0 after 3 penalties for us and 2 for them. So if they miss, we've already gone through, which is a bit frustrating that we couldn't do this in normal time. But what can you do, I suppose? Whitman will take this penalty. Can we score it? Can we? I think we can. Deny? No. Okay, he's actually done something productive for the first time in this penalty shootout. So Sassuolo do make it 3-1. Now we just got to be scoring ourselves. So all we've got to do is score. And we're through to the 4th quarterfinal round for the very first time. I can't believe it's taken us this long to get to this stage, by the way. It's only taken us, what, 4 seasons? Vantosa with a chance to make it. And for the chance to give us the opening goal, he's done it. We're through. Hooray. That took way much longer than I should have expected it to, but okay. Frustrating that took penalties, but I suppose I should be grateful we didn't lose. I mean, look at that. 90 plus 3, then 94 normal time. Good lord. But yeah, we win. Apparently we unexpected, so apparently we were expected to lose this game. How insulting is this? Honestly. And I don't want to build a new system. Okay, that I'm actually happy about. I was half expecting to be having issues there, but we're going to make 11k for winning that game. That doesn't feel like it's worth it, does it? But yeah, Bondi got 2 assists, so he's very productive in this game. I hope he suddenly gets better in his confidence and his likeliness with me, because, well, he's still grumpy, about the fact that we broke a lot of promises. Oh, also, random fact. Tortilli is wanted by Inter Milan. My goalkeeper, yes, my goalkeeper. You know, this guy who's played 240 times for us is now can't make the first team. Inter wanted for some reason, so I guess I'd be happy with that. Most as a backup, I'm sure, but Inter Milan want my goalkeeper. Who would have thought that would be the case? Anyway, I guess we go forward from here. Okay, so we've actually got Siena in the next round of the Coppa Italia. That's actually interesting. We've got a third tier side. We could get to the first round for the first time and actually take on AC Milan. Who would have thought that'd be the case? Good times though, right? So 2 more deals have happened. Valerio Bergini has gone out on loan to Pordenone. And yeah, it's an interesting move. It's good for him. Another goalkeeper who wasn't going to get game time. He's only good enough for Liga Pro at the moment, but could be a Serie A player in the future. So yes, good move for us. He has another young player out on loan for the time being. And Federico Porcino has also left us after so many games and so many years for us over the years. We weren't going to use him. He wasn't good enough for my team. I didn't feel like he'd ever be good enough to make it to the first team ever again. So yeah, made sense to get rid of him, honestly. So it felt like the right time, right move for everyone involved. So before this game starts, and the fact we are going to be predicted to be the team that's the worst in the league, I've got a confession to make. We may have had an offer from Fiorentina and Italy to become their managers after Italy didn't win the World Cup. In the end, Genoa's manager ended up becoming the Italy manager instead, so it's kind of ironic. And for me, the fact we got approached to be the manager of Italy in itself is still rather bizarre to me. It just doesn't feel like it's a thing that should happen, but it did. I mean, the fact that Genoa's manager is a new one, and we look at their managers and we see that this guy resigned and is now the Italy manager, tells you everything you need to know. I mean, he's also 67, so he's doing well for himself. We've got this game against Atalanta though. I think we're going to lose this because they got 3 strikers up front, and I don't think we've done well against 3 strikers up front ever. So let's hope we can do something. If it doesn't work, we've got a few tactics to come back to and to turn to if we need to. So it would not be the end of the world if we had to go back to something else, right? It's practically the same score as before. That's the last game. We just got different substitutes because 2 players being suspended, like Pellegrino and Lucchini getting suspended for this game, which is a bit frustrating, but what can you do? We got a goal kick, and I'm concerned we might going to have an issue here. Alberti plays the ball forward. Bozzoni did get his head to that, but unfortunately Oliver was not able to get there first afterwards. And now we gotta hope we can press highly up the pitch and make them make a mistake. But Diaz on the ball finds Lick, who plays the ball forward. We shouldn't be causing them issues, let's be honest. I'm expecting to be beaten by Atalanta. We lost against them twice last year as well. So if we get something out of this, it'll be a miracle in itself. They've got 3 strikers up front, and hopefully we don't have to worry too much as Golotti finds Gomez, finds Kone. Remember when I said about concerning about this situation? Yeah, I'm already concerned. We're going to make a change to the formation as well, actually. I didn't think I'd make this change, but I'm going to anyway. So I've decided randomly that we're going to make you and Mazzala. We are going to have Bondi. I don't know what I want to do with Bondi. What do I do with Bondi, actually, in this situation? We're going to pause the game briefly. Make him an advanced forward. So we have 2 advanced forwards alongside the false 9, with a false 9 coming deeper to get the ball. I think that's what we're going to do here. We're going to make the false 9 go deeper and deeper. And I feel like this is a good move to make. Is it ideal? Probably not. But I'm going to make the move anyway. To try and counteract their 3 strikers up front. Actually, we could do this instead. Go for the diamond. Make you the shadow striker. Go off corner. DBS is taking it. Here's Bozzoni. Finds Fofana. It's gone back to Bozzoni. Now DiBiase plays across to Bondi. And it's offside, unfortunately. So it looks like we can get the things working, but unfortunately for us, it's not working the way we'd hope it would be. So, not ideal, to say the least, eh? Got a long throw. DiBiase takes it. I think Oliver's going to try and get to this first. Oh my days. I don't know how he did, but apparently he got clear off the line. Very lucky not to see there, Atalanta. Good thing the defender was there to clear it, but they got thrown now, so maybe it isn't going to work. Bondi on the ball, and Caterino makes the decision. And we get the ball. Bondi's got the back. Intercepting nicely. Can he do this? Look at this pace he's showing. Bondi's got an equalizer. And I think the 3 strikers is working. That is goal number 48 for him, and it's an equaliser we needed against his team. And I think I might have figured out what we need to do. This is literally just a tactic I decided to make at the top of my head, randomly, and it's worked. So 30 minutes in, we've got ourselves a goal thanks to that counter-attacking breakaway. And the fact that we had that only shot, it's gone back in the net, I guess also shows just how good that chance was. But Kone, look at that, Barbini has got the ball back, and we're getting the ball, and we're making him work here. Bondi now on the ball. He's going to use his pace to get in it again, and Bondi can play across, or he could go for goal himself, and he's gone for goal, and it's been saved. Good save in the end. It's not the best ball. I think Bondi's literally gone caught off guard, but here we go. Fantozzi on the ball. Barbini now, once more. Plays the ball forward, finds Bondi. We are actually getting so many chances, it's ridiculous. And Gomez with the free kick. It's found Petrillo. And Caterino has scored. And yeah, that's not ideal. I was hoping we'd get more than this, but we can show we're getting goals at least with our chances. So at least we could do that. Unfortunately, defensively, we still can't seem to understand how to deal with their front three. So something to work on, I think. Tell you what, we've been a bad team. Doesn't look like it, but we've actually had the more chances too. They've just been more clinical. What did we lose by again against Atalanta? I can't remember what we lost by, but Conte's not done well there, has he? And Fantozzi's just been sent off. Idiot. I hate these players sometimes. I really do. You know when you feel like they're going to do something stupid and they actually do it? Yeah, he just done that to me. I hate him. I actually hate him. Fana's going to be taken off. I don't need him on the pitch. I have no faith in Fofana at the moment. So he's coming off, and Miles, he's going to come on. Well, it was nice where it lasted. I'm not going to play a Bournemouth anymore, but Miles is on the ball. He's got the ball back. Here's Oliver. And he plays the ball to Bondi, using Bondi's pace to a great effect, and Lodic denies again. We are causing them problems. It's ridiculous. Oliver hasn't really worked on the left-hand side, it feels like, which is a bit frustrating, because I know he can do that, but here we go, Barbini on the ball. Not the best throw, is it? And nobody's really there for Atalanta, so Basilico's on the ball. Going to play it to Barbini. Conte now, Bozzone, who's found DiBiase, and I hate the fact that we're trying to make these balls and it's not working. So when the players get called out, they get caught out very, very badly. But Conte gets a tackle and doesn't really do much. And they're going to get a free chance at the back post and they should have scored. But Barbini finds Bondi. He's found Milesy. Conte, Barbini, good ball to DBS actually. Conte, and he's going to play the Bondi, who's lost out, but Conte gets it back. Conte's got it back. Oliver Shorty, what a tackle. What a tackle. They got a free kick. If they score from here, I feel like we've been hard done by, and we've been done by two set pieces in a row. But Gomez now finds Petrillo. Diaz, he's put it wide. I don't think we've been that bad, and it says a lot. I genuinely feel like we've not been that bad. In a game, we're down to 10 men in, and we're potentially going to lose by more than one goal, but we've definitely not been as bad as they could have been. But Barbini loses out. We've only had 2 yellow cards outside of the red, and that is the frustrating part here. As Polly is going to get this crossed in, isn't he? Polly Fugaza gets the ball to Fonte. Here's Fugaza. Now Milesy could get an equalize actually. Bondi just needs someone to make a run. No runs being made. Look at the play they got back as well. Milesy's put it wide. Get the target that might have been in. Yeah, this was actually productive. I can't really say I was expecting that when I started this, but okay. We lose 2-1 to Atalanta, but we were unlucky, I feel. The red card hurt us. Some players being actually terrible hurt us as well. Like Alberti was bad. Conte was bad. He can play in that role, so he's got no excuse. Fantozzi was bad. Oliver was bad. And yeah, we've just had some very disappointing performances. The substitutes came on, like Milesy and Fugaza, they were good. So we don't have that excuse. And Fofana was a bit woeful as well. So he didn't deserve to continue. We didn't have a bad game, I feel like. We had 4 yellow cards as well, but we didn't have a bad game. We definitely did a lot better than I was expecting. And I feel like we weren't as bad as Bondi actually had a goal drought before that game as well, which is a bit frustrating, but there you go. This is something else. We need to look into this and say, should we be expecting more? I don't know. That was an interesting game to say the least. I might just take a look back at this and say, maybe need to look into this and think, what can we do better? Because this tactic didn't work as well as I was hoping it would. But then we went and changed this to this, changed this, and then made Fofana go back there, Bondi go back here, and we had two. Did the fallback on attack work? I think the fallback on attack actually cost us at times. So let's look at this. I feel like the fallback on attack cost us at times, but maybe wing back on support could be the answer. Yeah, I think wing back on support could be the answer for both sides. I like, for some reason, whatever happened here, it seemed to work. We're going to go for Mazzala as well on support. Have the Shadow Striker. It wasn't perfect by any stretch of imagination, but it wasn't terrible either. And Bondi actually was good as an advanced forward. I will say that here and now. That was a lot better than expecting. Let me know if you think this will work, but we lost by a goal, 2-1. We definitely made it work, and that was literally what we changed. So who knows? That might work. Either way, we're definitely going to end this here. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys like and share this video, and that you will subscribe to my channel. It really does help me a lot. So anyway, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.